In a move that signals a significant shift in policy, Israel has announced a set of measures aimed at easing the flow of humanitarian aid into Gaza. This development follows a period of heightened tension and comes in the wake of a tense conversation between U.S. President Joe Biden and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. For the past 6 months, the region has been mired in a conflict that has taken a heavy toll on its civilian population. International observers and human rights organizations have repeatedly highlighted the dire humanitarian situation in Gaza, where access to essential goods and services has been severely limited. Israel's three-point announcement indicates a forthcoming ease in aid flows into Gaza, marking the most significant policy change since the onset of the conflict. Interestingly, this announcement comes against the backdrop of Israeli claims that it had not previously blocked or impeded aid movement into the territory. The diplomatic underpinnings of this policy revision were a call between Biden and Netanyahu, which sources describe as challenging but not domineering in its nature. The U.S. approach suggested a growing difficulty in continuing to support Israel's actions without some alleviation of humanitarian conditions in Gaza. The strained Biden-Netanyahu relationship appears to have reached a new level of tension with this call, and the subsequent Israeli announcement may attest to the subtle yet impactful pressure exerted by the United States. The promise of change includes 3 distinct measures, expected to be implemented within days rather than weeks. Firstly, the southern Israeli port of Ashdod will be authorized to receive aid destined for Gaza, creating a direct and efficient channel for the delivery of essential goods. Secondly, the Erez crossing, which connects Israel with the northern Gaza Strip, will be opened for aid transfers. This will significantly reduce the logistical challenges currently faced by aid agencies and will ensure quicker delivery of assistance to those in urgent need. Thirdly, the Kerem Shalom crossing in southeastern Israel will see a streamlining of its operations, potentially allowing for aid, including military trucks from neighboring Jordan, to enter Gaza more freely. The finer details of this arrangement have yet to be disclosed. The implications of these changes are not to be underestimated. Existing bottlenecks and stringent Israeli security checks have severely limited the entry of aid, with the current levels of truck deliveries being a small fraction of what they were pre-war. The Israeli government body overseeing aid into Gaza, Kogat, states that an average of 140 food trucks currently enter Gaza daily. This number pales in comparison to the pre-war figure, where 70 out of 500 daily trucks carried food supplies. The distribution of aid across Gaza, particularly in the northern regions where needs are most acute, has been problematic. The new Israeli policies, once enacted, are likely to make a profound difference. However, the Israeli government has framed this increase in humanitarian aid as a necessity to prevent a humanitarian crisis, while also ensuring the continuation of the fighting and achieving the war's objectives, suggesting that the easing of aid restrictions is not a sign of forthcoming peace. Nonetheless, the announcement represents a potential turning point for the residents of Gaza, who are in urgent need of relief. International observers and aid agencies will closely monitor the situation, hopeful that this policy change will translate into tangible improvements on the ground.